Hello everybody, welcome back to the shed. Me Livesey Lovesit. I'm having a bit of a nightmare with my World Cup fantasy football team in terms of there's another fault in the system. So I thought it very important I share it with you guys because yeah, I've got Kevin De Bruyne stuck on my bench and I can't do anything about it. Right, let me go and show you what's going on and why and how. Comments are switched on. If you want to leave some comments, I'll have a look at those towards the end. Not a problem, and probably as I'm going through it as well. So, let's get to it. Just quite simply, as you can see, I have Kevin De Bruyne on my bench here. Now, he started on my bench at the very beginning of the game week because they're playing towards the end of the game week. This sub rule of locked and unlocked players, you can bring people in if they haven't played already. I went and did the Leroy Sané transfer today. I transferred Messi out. If you look at my, where's match day 2? Can you see now? Match day 1 in progress. Why can't I see match day 2? Match day 2. You'll see I've got rid of Messi. I brought Kiefer Moore in and I brought Sané in. Yeah, and then we got the news about him this afternoon. But I went early because Karsri was my 4.5 million mid and basically he was a Tunisian player and they were playing this afternoon. So I went straight after the Argentinian game. Let me just take it back to match day 1. And yeah, as I was doing my transfer, I moved some players in and out. De Bruyne, I put him on the pitch for, I think I put him on for De Paul. And I thought, actually, no, I'll put him back on the bench until, such time, because maybe one of my players might get a 0, you know, or a minus if, like, all the goals that, you know, Portugal concede 4 goals and, you know, and Cancelo's playing, he could end up on minus points, for example. So I thought I'd wait. And that's why I put him back on the bench. And as you can see, just next to him here, there's a little arrow in a box there, which is like the sub out sort of. So if you click on somebody like who hasn't played yet, it's a sub off arrow. Okay, underneath, if you look at the key, here's the key here. There's that arrow isn't included. However, the sub on one is, which is quite strange for starters. But because I've had him on the bench, put him on there, and put him back on the bench, I'm like, right, okay, I'm going to take De Paul out of my team. He's a locked player. This is the rules. I'll go and demonstrate the rules in a second. De Paul, I sub him off, and I'm going to bring in De Bruyne for him. Absolutely, not a problem. Click confirm, and I get that message. Error. Please refresh the page. Okay, so I'm like that. What's going on now? What am I going to do next about this? Let's click close. So then this evening, click reset. This evening, I think, Sané's injured. Or my first thought was, well, he'll be auto sub for Sané. So I think Sané's injured. Right, maybe a non-playing, a player that hasn't played yet, who is still unlocked. I can sub him off because surely a player that hasn't played for a player that hasn't played, do the same again. Error. Please refresh the page. Now, is this my misinterpretation of the rules? I'm not so sure, to be honest with you. If I look at go and have a quick look at the rules, and you can see down here under substitutions, it says you are able to sub out a locked player from your lineup for an unlocked player on your bench. That's what I'm trying to do. If you do this, you will lose the points for the subbed out player from your team. You will receive the points for your subbed in player that will be playing in the match day. Yeah, of course. As soon as you confirm a manual substitution, your team will be exempt from automatic substitution at the end of the day. So even if I have a 0-point player, somebody who doesn't play, Kevin De Bruyne will now be staying on my bench unless this glitch gets fixed in the meantime. You'll also be able to sub out a previously subbed in player, provided you still have unlocked players in the bench. That's it. It says up here, what does it say? Your substitution, what does it say? How that they're unlimited. Your substitution will come back to your team replace. Similarly to captains, you can make unlimited substitutions between unlocked players in the match day. So, why he's locked now, he's not played. If you look at the unlocked players definition, players unlocked when the team they play for has yet to play in the current match day. Not like if you move them around on the bench and try and like think about what's best for your team. Just having a little play, and now I am having to pay the penalty. Guys, has this happened to anybody else? Any other glitches you can think of? I'm not so... I'm losing like a bit of the will to live. However, you know, I think I'm doing all right. I got 48 match day points. I got a rank of 46,700. I'm not sure how many people are playing this game. But yeah, no, I'm pretty annoyed about that, to say the very least. Listen, if you've had any things like this happen to you, then please do leave them in the comments below and let's discuss them, because this game is... the way it's been built is atrocious. Let's be honest, it really is. The points are not coming in as like mid-game. How do you know if you want to take a player out, a locked player or not? Because they've not had their, you know, shots on target points. They've not had their points for like key passes, tackles, all that sort of thing. Pretty annoyed by it, but it is what it is. We're in it now. I'm going to carry on, obviously, but I am really disappointed with the fact that this happens. Right, that's it. I'm out of it, guys. Thanks very much. See you soon here. FPL Focus. I don't know, do we call it World Cup Focus? I don't know, but that's it. See you later.